Hi everybody, this is Sarah from Serenity, and today we're going to look at February 2021's forecast for Capricorn natives. This is the Western astrology Capricorn covering Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Today I will be using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I will also draw a few additional cards from the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed to give us a little bit more insight into what's actually happening in the month of February for you. You can find out more about the deck and other videos in the description box below. I've also added a timestamp for this video. We'll be drawing cards covering 6 points. What will you bring forward into February? In other words, what's been going on in January that's setting the stage for February? Your biggest obstacle for the month? Your biggest asset for the month, your home life, your love life, both single and partnered, and an outcome. In other words, if you continue on the path you're on currently, this is probably where you're going to be at the end of February. There's a lot happening with the astrology in February, and so I will be doing some separate videos on that. But I wanted to get this one out pretty quickly. February is going to be an interesting time for you, Capricorn. But let's see what the cards say. Let me shuffle really quickly. Oh, nice, nice. The Four of Swords, which is the card for repose. For some people, they look at this card and think it's a very negative card. It almost looks like death, but it's not. This is about quiet stillness. This is about relaxation. This is about a sense of calm, which is a big contrast to all the craziness that happened during the holidays. Coming into February, you're bringing a calmness with you. You're relaxed, and this card shows that you're moving away from the suffering of the past, and it signals that the fight has ended. The worst of it is over for you. Coming into February, we can see a big shift in energy. This card really represents a sense of a welcome retreat, a welcome repose. You've rested, and you're coming to the month fresh, and you're ready to begin anew. So this is a really good placement for this card, and it basically means that you're ready for the changes, and they're going to be positive, and you're ready to meet them because you've been resting and taking better care of yourself, which is excellent. Okay, so really quickly, let me shuffle the second card, and this will be your biggest obstacle. Okay, this is a good card for this placement. It's not horrendous for an obstacle. The Seven of Pentacles could mean that money is coming in but slowly. This basically is someone tending their garden and they're looking at the fruit ripening, which is the pentacles, which, like I say, signify money. But not everything is growing, see? So that's kind of what we're looking at. Your biggest obstacle will be not everything is coming to fruition. You have a lot of plans, you have a lot of moving pieces, you have a lot of goals for 2021. And not everything is coming forward. Not because you're not tending them, and not because you're not tending your garden or taking care of your business. It's just some things are out of your control. And that's kind of what this card signifies. Even though you're taking care of things, not everything is going to come forward because it's just not time. It's just one of those things. But the majority of things that you've planted, the majority of your goals will start paying off and start paying off very soon. So as obstacles go, this is a pretty easy one, and it's a great placement for this card. Very quickly, let me just shuffle again, and let's see your biggest asset going into February. Nice, nice. The King of Wands, which is a fire sign. Whenever we have people show up like this, the king, queen, page, or knight, it could signify a person in particular or someone with those qualities, or yet a quality that you possess. We're going to look at it that way. I would say that this card is about optimism, leadership, vision, looking at the big picture, taking control of your life, and making daring changes or daring decisions. So that's pretty much your biggest asset. We do have Mercury retrograde going on right now, so you probably don't actually want to put any of those changes in motion until about mid-March. But it's a great time to decide what you want to do. And if you still feel like that's the right direction, like I say, mid-March, then definitely move ahead with it. This card is signifying that you are ready to shake things up. You're ready to make some bold decisions, which is very good. If we look at the other card, let me draw it really quickly. So the crystal card is Lapis. This is a nice card too. This is about spiritual truth, enlightenment, and basically what you seek is already here. The downside of this card is you're going to need to push past the distractions and fear to claim it. But if we look at this as your biggest asset, then it's probably going to be quite easy for you to do that. Things are coming forward. I mean, we saw that as your obstacle. I would say yes, things are starting to fall in your favor, Capricorn. You being clear on what you want and then moving forward and taking control and saying yes to that job or yes to maybe dating someone new or something like that. But stepping up there and doing the bold action. So let's shuffle and look at your home life. Ah, the Queen of Cups. So another person. She signifies a water sign, and this card is all about emotion. You may have been having some rough times at home, kind of an up and down thing, and it is difficult with the pandemic and the quarantining and being maybe with a roommate or with your family 24/7. So it's to be expected. But this is actually a good placement for this card too. The Queen represents patience, kindness, compassion, intuition, and support. So I would read this as your home life will be more supportive overall in February. The Queen could also represent your intuition or your inner voice as well. So if you're weighing something out about maybe, moving house or something like that, listen to your intuition. Your intuition knows really what you should be doing, more so than maybe logic or even your emotions. Yeah, overall, I think your home life is going to calm down in February and be more supportive and nurturing. Okay, that brings us to your love life, Capricorn. So I'm going to draw 2 cards for this, the Tarot and also the Crystal deck. Okay, nice, nice. Upside down, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. I've heard people say that the Hanged Man in this card represents Odin. And there's the whole story of Odin trying for knowledge and being hung and all of that. You can look at it that way as a trial. And speaking of Odin, is anybody watching American Gods? Yeah? No? Let me know. Let me know what you think about that show. Just love Neil Gaiman, don't we? Okay, back to the card reading. When this card is upside down like this or reversed, it could indicate delays, resistance, stalling, or indecision. So what does that mean for you if you're single, Capricorn? It could mean delays in getting together with someone, maybe you resisting the whole dating process, not wanting to go on, maybe a dating site, not wanting to talk to new people. And it could also mean that you're very indecisive about whether or not you should follow through with someone else. And that's okay, because this card signifies that you should pause. Pause and take a moment to really look at the situation. If this doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like it's the time to go on a dating app, then don't. If you don't think you should pursue someone, then don't. Just because other people may be pushing you to get out there and meet somebody doesn't actually mean it's the right time for you. Capricorn moves at its own pace. Capricorns are known for being really, really smart, really good with money, and really good with logic and being very dependable. But you march to your own drummer. So what works for most people doesn't work for you, and that's okay. Just politely tell people that, now's not the time. When it feels right, then go ahead and follow through. So if it doesn't look like it's happening yet, then that's okay. It will later on over the course of the year. I think there'll be some big changes for single Capricorns the latter half of the year, the last 3 months. I think you're going to see a big shift in your love life, but that's for another video. Okay, for partnered Caps, the card is Auralite. This is a really beautiful stone too. I don't know if you have any Auralite in your personal collection. It is gorgeous. And it is a very sought after stone as well. Basically, this card translates to meaning mindfulness, meditation, and being present in the moment. So I would say if there's issues going on with your partner, then it's time to be more mindful of their feelings and make sure they feel included. Your partner could be feeling left out, that you're not talking to them enough or you're not physically engaging with them enough. Be a little bit more mindful of that, but overall it looks like, yeah, this is a good card and a good placement as well, so I see things falling in line there too. Overall, so far, Capricorn, this is going to be a good month for you. Yeah, your biggest obstacle is going to be not everything working out, but most things. That's a pretty good change. So, okay, let's look at the outcome. And I will be drawing 2 cards for this as well. Okay, the Queen of Wands, another fire sign person. So we have the King and Queen, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So it looks like there will be people definitely influencing your life. So far, we've also seen only one major card, which was the Hanged Man reverse. So I would also take that to mean everything is within your own control. This is not a destiny thing that's playing out where you really just have to sit back and ride through it. No, you have control over the situation. For an outcome, this card signifies courage and confidence. The Queen asks you to be bold in your undertaking and actions, which is pretty much what the King does too. This is about stepping into your own, which seems to be also a theme from this reading. Getting to a point where you know what you want and then going out there and getting it, and not settling, and not being manipulated or peer pressured by other people to maybe date before you're ready or change your marital status just because other people think you should, something like that. This is about stepping into your position in the world, stepping into your real power, and not being apologetic about it. And I don't mean being mean or ruthless. I don't mean that. Embracing who you are. You march to your own drummer. But I mean, Capricorns are wonderful. I have so many Capricorns in my life, and I'm so blessed because you guys are rock solid. If a Capricorn says they're going to do something, they will move heaven and earth to do it. Just because you don't like what other signs like, or you don't do what other people do, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. So maybe it's a time when you stop pretending and start being more of who you are. So yeah, I would say, wow, that's really good outcome there. And the crystal card is Petalite. And this card is about witnessing, being the observer, and detaching from experiences and not taking things personal. So yeah, I think this is about you stepping into your power, not taking what people say to you or about you personally, and being the person that you should be. We need your energy and we need your vibration anyway, Capricorn, because you are a big truth bringer. You don't follow trends, and you don't shade the truth for other people. You're not harsh, and you often don't put your foot in your mouth like, say, Sagittarius, but you're more likely to just be just the facts. And that's the kind of energy I think we need right now, especially with everything going on in the world. So yeah, I would say overall this is going to be a very good month for you. Not just a very positive month, but a very good month overall. Just don't rush the dating stuff if it doesn't feel like it's the right thing to do. If it does, then fine, go ahead. It doesn't look like there's going to be any major changes in your home this month. More like things are kind of just settling down into a new routine, but a very comforting routine, which is nice as well. So yeah, overall, couldn't ask for much better. Okay, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. If you would like your own reading, you can find me at Serenity. And as always, thank you guys for being patrons and supporting the channel. And if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.